Howdy, every pony. Welcome to the end of Pony Week. I'm your host, Applejack, and something's not quite right. No, definitely not. I think Rainbow Dash left these here. Maybe if we were doing steampunk ponies. Closer, but not quite cowgirl enough. There we go. I know the costume's not perfect, but I kind of threw it together at the last minute, and here's a full shot for you. If you haven't been keeping up, this week's Pony Week here at Geeks of the Week, and the week started off strong with Rainbow Chan doing a hilarious report on unfortunate fan encounters at conventions. So if you missed out on that, you have got to go watch it. Coolio eventually gave in to his inner Fluttershy at the end. Lulico was in rare form in an adorable dress and shared some excellent thoughts on why the new episodes of My Little Pony can relate to more than just kids. And Mario had some funny reactions to his first experience with an episode of My Little Pony. And Spike made an appearance. Now it seems like the rest of the geeks, or at least Steph and Lulico, picked ponies that they thought they had personality traits similar to, while I just picked Applejack due to my southern origin. But when I look back at a few episodes to refresh my memory, I realized I have more in common with her than I thought. You may have picked up on it from my earlier videos, but I have a tendency to work myself to death and then keep going. I am so afraid of letting people I love down that I will drive myself crazy trying to do everything possible that I can to help them with whatever they have going on. It's not exactly the worst personality trait you can have, but it definitely causes some problems. And I've only actually recently found the ability to say no to people when I physically just cannot do something. And that was one of the biggest things that Applejack had to learn. And now that I'm done with that emotional discovery, I figured I should respond to the rest of the geeks. Steph, your convention woes are numerous and ridiculous, and I am so sorry that all of that has happened to you. The worst thing that's happened to me is I got unexpectedly glomped from behind, and part of my costume almost broke off, but didn't quite, so it wasn't really a complete tragedy. Steph also mentioned Star Kid's Holy Musical Batman that came out last Friday. If you couldn't tell, I was slightly brain dead for that video, so my answers were a little bit all over the place, and I totally forgot to mention that it was coming out that day, so I am so glad Steph brought it up in her Monday video. It might not be my favorite of their musicals, as the Harry Potter musical holds a very special place in my heart, and their Starship musical was fantastic. It did start off a bit slow, but it got funny pretty quick. And Sweet Tooth and Candy might be my favorite made-up Batman villains ever. Lulico, your thoughts on the My Little Pony show were really well put. I realized that it wasn't really aimed at people our age, but even if they're portrayed by cartoon ponies, there are excellent messages in the show, and I wish there were more shows like that for kids today. Also, you made me realize this is the first geek video that I'm not wearing a geeky shirt in, and it kind of feels wrong. And Mario, I was expecting some green hair and a purple shirt, but you know what? What you came up with was so much better. Sometimes name tags are the best way to go. I mean, it could make you God. And kudos on referencing the most epic of Spikes. I think I would have died laughing if you had done the entire video blonde and with a British accent. For any Harry Potter fans out there who don't already know, Pottermore finally opened to everyone who wasn't a beta tester. I'd actually be curious to see what houses people were sorted in, because back in October I was sorted into Gryffindor, and I was the only one in all of my friends that was in Gryffindor. So, I was lonely. Plus, I've always seen myself as a mixture of Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff, as odd as that might sound, so it caught me a bit off guard, but I might make an entire video about that sometime later, not in this one. So that's all I got for you this week. I am really surprised this accent lasted the whole way through. I'm probably gonna watch back the clips and think I sound like an idiot, but it's all for you guys, so whatever. But hopefully you'll come back next week for more geeky fun, and I will be in my usual geeky shirts. This is actually a hat for a small child that I got at a party store, and it fits my head. My 6-year-old self is really ashamed of how bad this accent might probably be. I just picked Applejacks due to... Applejacks? Applejacks, the tasty cereal, not made from ponies.